Here we are again. I'm at. I'm so busy with meditating and stuff. I haven't one for four yesterday, so we're getting into some serious meditation today. I need to get as close to the creator as possible for these picks. As you can hear in the background, the masseuse girls are already starting in the meditation, and my life coach is directing them and everything. And we're going to we're going to get this. They're going to right this ship. Although the day before I did go 90%, but still, one for four, really? Of course, I did say that I wouldn't bet on any of those games, so I don't feel so bad. Oh, I forgot my rum. There you go. There we go. Yeah, so today's a big day. It's the finest day in the land. When Saturday night, of course, and we got to take this seriously, don't we, boys and girls? So being pants free living, make sure you're pants free for this because we don't want anything ruining our line towards the the spirit that gives us these picks, do we? So pants free living, get yourself well lubed, Jaime's body lube. It's the best there. I said it, and um, maybe slip into a nice Nutella bath. I'll wait. There. That should be enough time to get into a Nutella bath, shouldn't it? Yes. Okay, so yesterday, what happened, boys and girls, is there was two times when I said, like for instance, I said I really want to pick the Wild here. That's when I'm going by my gut and not by my head. Totally. People, when I say I'm going by my gut, it's actually what has happened is I filtered information into my soul, and it's coming up from my soul into my head, and my head's going like, no, but that doesn't make sense. This doesn't, or the soul, the brain doesn't, this doesn't hit right in the brain, and the soul's like, I know, but it's right. So we have all the information down here. You just have like, brain information up there. That doesn't really tell you everything. So anyways, that's just a long way of saying I need to go with my gut more. And I've been saying that over and over and over again. So if you ever hear me say, I really want to go with, probably go with that. And if I am, silly and I don't go and I go against it, then you'll probably be more right. So that happened with the Wild and also happened with the Detroit Red Wings. I really felt like the Detroit Red Wings were going to win that game, but I mentally couldn't wrap my head around why. It was a gut thing. I should have just went with my gut. Then I would have went. One thing I'm very happy for though is that Pittsburgh game. I was really happy that I picked Pittsburgh on that game. Most people I know were picking Washington on that, and I think you're going to see Pittsburgh rebound quite a bit. So let's go to our picks today, boys and girls. Somebody said I had a letter there the other day saying, it's could you should get more excited about the game, and like those guys are like, hi there, boys and girls, it's hockey night. I find that really kind of cheesy and annoying, but not to put them down. People like them, and that's great because one of the rules here is we can never offend anyone ever anytime, right? That's the plan. You just never offend anyone ever. That's the rule. So yeah, those people are great. We love you, and we're just not a fan. That's all. Not being a fan should not be offensive. Ducks versus the Canadians. How do you pick the Canadians ever all day? Nothing in my gut says they're going to win. Nothing ever. This is Ducks like all day. I think they're even going to play Niami, which is odd. If there's one weird thing that I would say, take the Canadians, it's that Niami is in net because Niami all of a sudden started to know how to play the goaltender position as soon as they went into the Canadians the last two games. I got nobody on live right now, so I'm gonna. Oh, there's my life coach in the background there. She's getting ready to make breakfast or something. It's a good life coach. Sens versus the Flyers. I'm gonna take the Flyers, and the Sens played hard. I think they're gonna probably have a little better second half, but Even with Neuwirth in net, I just feel like I've came out and said this publicly. The Flyers are going to make the playoffs this year, so I think they continue it tonight. Jets versus the Avs without McKinnon, easy. Jets for sure. Hollebuck's going to be in net. Take him. Uh, oh yeah. By the way, over on the Jets game, over on the Flyers game, under on the Ducks and Canadians. I have a letter. I've been getting letters for. Please tell me what your over and under is, because I actually apparently do better on over under than I do in my picks. So there you go. Leafs versus Bruins. Tough one. As I predicted, I think thought that the Leafs are going to have a much better second half. Babs is that type of coach that builds things throughout the season. He creates friction in teams on purpose to get them focused, and he just has an awesome way of letting people know and getting them to believe in the fact that they can be way better than they think they can. And you're going to see that in the second half. However, Cassidy's doing one hell of a job as well at that. At home, I'm going to take the Bruins, but I wouldn't touch this game, but I would watch this game for sure. I want to watch this game tonight, actually. Blues versus the Sabres. I'm taking the Blues all day. Yeah, Sabres have just there's nothing in the Sabres right now that's good. The whole Kane situation has to be dealt with, and they got to bring a new, fresh look into that room, feel into that room next year, because Housley is a good coach. Definitely not Housley's problem here. Wings versus the Panthers. Wings played last night. Um, you know what? I went to go look at the Wings Panthers, who's going to be starting in net, and it didn't even show that the game was on Left Wing Lock. I don't know why. I think Luongo's still out. Oh, it's Cetera. Cetera is probably in net, and he rocked it last time. Wings are on a back-to-back, and Wings will outwork teams, but on back-to-backs, I can't see them beating the Panthers tonight. The Blue Sabres, by the way, probably under. And the Panthers, Wings, I wouldn't bet an over-under on this because it could go either way. Pens versus the Devils. Pens rocked Washington last night. Back-to-back. I guess they're putting DeSmith in. That's like a X Factory play. He has played very, very well in that, but you never know, the wheels are going to fall off on that in young goaltenders. And I think it might be tonight. I'm going to take the Devils 3-2, but I wouldn't bet on this game. Jackets versus the Islanders. Jackets played last night. Islanders are going to have Halleck and net, and I do believe they're going to have some of their defensemen back. I'm going to take the Islanders on this game 4-2. Little worried about the Jackets for the playoffs this year, honestly. I love Torts, but he's got to loosen up a bit, and he's probably smart enough to do that, but we'll see if he does, because I think he has to loosen up a bit on this team. They're playing too tight. Rangers versus the Preds. I take the Preds at home all day, all the time. I might be wrong, 10% of the time, and if this happens to be one of them, well, so I guess. But I got to take the Preds. I'll take 3-2 on that. Wild versus the Stars. I guess the Stars are putting Lettinen in. Now, he's played good this year. I have to say he has played well this year. And the Wild played last night, so it's tough to pick the Wild here, but I'm going to. With Parise back, they're a way different team. And Boudreau is, again, like Babcock. He builds teams up from the bottom, from the beginning of the year to the end. I think you're going to see the Wild crush it at the second half. You should be able to get money on this game, the Wild versus the Wild on this game, but I'm not sure about it either. So, Bolts versus the Canucks, Bolts all day, 4-1. Canucks are a good, hardworking team, too injured for the power that the Bolts have. I just can't see them winning this at all. Hawks versus the Flames. Now the Flames have gone in a bit of a lull, but they've played well every game I've watched them. It's just been little things that have fallen apart. I think that'll start to turn around against the Hawks here. I'm going to take the Flames. And Yotes versus the Kings, my surprise pick of the night. I think I'm just not liking what's happening with the Kings lately. Yeah, it's hard to pick the Yotes here, but I think I'm going to pick the Yotes. I said they were going to have a better second half, and I said that the Kings were going to fall off, and that's really what's happening. So Yeah, I'll take the oats, and I'm going to say 4-2. Well, boys and girls, I didn't get any extra. I didn't get any people on the live thing here. Hopefully, you're when you're watching this. I'm going to try to, when I can, I'm going to establish a time that I'll be live more often than not to do these picks during the day. And stop your work. Nobody's. If people are going to just tell them it's my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Like I need 15 minutes during your work day to, get your pearls. I mean, I'm sure they'll understand. Uh, Go subscribe. Then you'll know it'll pop up and you'll get like this ding ding, subscribe, hit the ding, hit the bell, and it'll go ding ding. My NHL Pros of Wisdom's live, and you'll be like, I know, sorry, we'll have to halt the meeting, and I'll be back in 15. And everybody's like, what? My NHL Pros of Wisdom? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, never mind. Why did we even have the meeting at this time? Jeez, my NHL Pros of Wisdom is on. So, yeah, do that, and and then of course you can all get into your the telebass or vats of Heimies that you get when you subscribe and enjoy the proceedings. Also, the my NHL Pearls of Wisdom necklace because everybody loves a pearl necklace. That's my full 42%. I'm running long, boys and girls.